Are you enjoying yourself, Andre, or are you enjoying yourself? He says, yes, sir, indeed. Howdy, 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 everyone. Thanks for joining us. You're tuned in to the Wildcat Sanctuary, a forever home for wildcats in need. This is Mr. Andre, one of our mini wildcats, a hybrid cat, a cross between a Savannah and domestic cat who calls the Wildcat Sanctuary home. I thought it would be a good idea to have some hybrid cats be the backdrop of our live post, since we recently and formally introduced the 4 new Bengals. That would be Mr. Riku, the only male of the group, and the rest females, Xena, Dahlia, and Bestie. Oh, and I'm not even playing with the toy yet, Harley. You gotta play with it yourself without me? She says, or excuse me, he says, yes, I need to take matters into my own paws. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. Hanging out in our hybrid haven area of the sanctuary. Harley just spun himself off. He was having so much fun with his tether toy. Spending some time with our hybrid, some of our hybrid residents today. Of course, we just welcomed 4 new residents here to the Wildcat Sanctuary, and I'm sure many of you by now have read the story of those 4. And their story is a little bit different than others. These 4 cats were, we were contacted by a family member who had a family member of someone who had bought these 4 Bengals to breed them. Boo, no good. Obviously, we do not condone that. That individual had since been hospitalized and was no longer able to even provide care to these Bengals. So indeed, he gave these Bengals to a family member where they lived at this person's home for about 1 year. Look at you, Mr. Harley. You can't take the tether toy. It's mine. I feel like I'm playing tug of war with a dog here. I gotta hold on to this, Harley. I can't have you take my toy. But of course, you can find the full details of these 4's rescue. But like I was saying, unfortunate circumstances just led to these Bengals being bought. A misinformed individual, oh, here comes Harley, wanting to breed them for profit. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. These cats were then given to a family member once the other family member had to be hospitalized. And this family member wanted the best thing for these cats, and in turn reached out to the Wildcat Sanctuary to offer them a forever home. And you guys know the Wildcat Sanctuary. We're often saying yes to cats with behavioral issues, with medical issues, cats that have no other choice. And these 4 don't exactly fall into that category. Riku, who is very unsocialized and very shy, he falls into that category. But some of the other girls are socialized and indeed could make a good pet to a experienced Bengal owner. So you guys saw Tammy kind of in her description of the rescue of the 4, kind of explaining the process that's going to be happening with those 4, and how we are doing our best to make sure that those 4 have the best future possible, whether it's here at the sanctuary or in a responsible home. Oh, is that yours, Mr. Harley? Harley and Andre are playing tag team with the tether toy. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'll do my best to look at the comments. Hanging out with some of our hybrid residents. We're just imagining what Bestie, Miss Xena, Dahlia, and Riku's new life is going to be like, and it's going to look something very similar to this in our hybrid haven area. We have the outdoor space where they can get all types of exercise, enjoy some fresh air, soak in the sun, hang out in the tall grass. Of course, you can see all the amenities that we have, perches, platforms. Harley's found my treat container. Yes, you did, and since you're such a smart boy, you get a treat. You get half, and Mr. Andre gets half. And then, of course, none of our hybrid haven bungalows are complete without an indoor space. You can see their indoor area attached there. Again, more of the same, more cat beds, more perches, linens for the cats to cozy up in. And Harley and Andre actually live with F1 Bengal Jewel, who is, as an F1, is more unsocial than other cats. But one thing that Jewel absolutely loves is her tube. Let's see if I can zoom in and maybe we can just see the face of Miss Beautiful Jewel in her tube. Hey, pretty lady. And Jewel, you know, Jewel is a little shy towards humans, but I have my little treat container here, and Jewel will surely be getting a couple treats once we've head out after the live post. We appreciate her patience with us, and again, she's very patient with us and hangs out in her tube, and that makes her feel safe and secure. So we won't get any closer to Jewel in her tube. We'll hang out over here with Mr. Harley and Andre. But I've been jib-jabbering, and I want to take a look at some of the comments. You see me have the treats, Mr. Harley? I see Devin Gale saying, my cats go crazy for those treats, and I do mean crazy. Hear, hear, Devin. Our cats absolutely love these freeze-dried chicken treats. You frequently see these freeze-dried chicken treats on our Amazon wish list, along with a bunch of other essential items that help keep the sanctuary moving. And I don't think we could ever have enough of these freeze-dried chicken treats. We're so appreciative of everyone who purchased them for us. Little hybrids like Harley love them, all the way up to we even do kind of scatter feeding enrichment with some of the freeze-dried chicken treats with some of the bigger cats. So it's always fun to see cats of all sizes enjoying these chicken treats. Where'd Mr. Harley go, Andre? That's catnip. That's not a treat. Hey, eat this. Yeah, you don't need catnip. Where'd Mr. Andre go? Maybe he went into his indoor bungalow. Like I said, Jewel's in her tube, so I don't want to disturb her by going over in that direction. But we'll look at Mr. Harley enjoy... I'll put a couple more treats down, Mr. Harley, then I need to look at the comments. Or will you play with a toy? Oh, he says straight to the treats. Hold on one second while I give Mr. Harley a treat and then put these treats in my pocket, mister. Yeah, here, there you go, goofball. Yeah, I need to be a responsible buddy to you. And we're going to limit the treats. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Just having a moment to look through the comments here. Glad everybody's giving a warm welcome to our 4 new Bengals. Mr. Riku, the only male of the group, and then the rest being female. Xena, Miss Bestie, and of course Dahlia. I love that name, Dahlia. Very beautiful. And we posted those... Oh, back to the toy. We posted the story on those 4 this morning. Of course, you would have found out first if you're signed up for our e-newsletter, as well as an additional update on Lion Kimba. We're going to be sharing another update on that big guy and how well he's been recovering, which has been very well, tomorrow, and what his future may hold. And other than that, Miss Harley, Tammy got to show everyone the construction that's taking place, more of the construction, I should say, of our new animal care center. I can hear them working behind us now, laying down the concrete. It was really cool to see them putting in heated floors before they put down that concrete. It's really, really special, and everything that I drive by that animal care center being constructed every morning, and every moment I think that is all thanks to you. And I think I found a wild Harley. Somebody was just tugging on my fishing line. Oh, there you are, mister. There you are. Let's see, I'm trying to get a better vantage point on these 2 Bengals. Or excuse me, Andre being a Savannah, Harley being a Bengal. Hey, pretty boy. Welcome everyone. If you're just joining us, hanging out with some hybrids today to celebrate welcoming 4 new hybrids to the Wildcat Sanctuary. And you guys heard the stories of Riku, Bestie, Dahlia, and Xena. It's just incredible. Every single cat here at the Wildcat Sanctuary Andre's having fun with some toy, with the toy without me. Every single cat here at the Wildcat Sanctuary has a story. And that's just one thing that is absolutely amazing. You can go right to our website. You can learn about Harley. You can learn about Andre. You can learn about the big cats, be it Mr. Lion Kimba, or you want to learn about, hey, I want to learn about the more of the servals. All of our cats have a history, a backstory, and information about the life that they lead here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So it's so great to welcome these new residents and learn their stories. And also we can go right to our website and learn more stories about our current residents. That's a good spot, isn't it, Mr. Harley? Let's see if Mr. Andre still wants to play. He says, that is enough for me. Lots of comments on how beautiful you are, Mr. Harley and Andre. We got to see a glimpse of Bengal Jewel, who lives with these two. She was in her tube, hanging out. That is definitely one of Jewel's favorite spots. And I also hope the service has been clear and confident today. It can't be the best sometimes in Hybrid Haven, and it's been nice to see Mr. Harley and Andre enjoying themselves today. Yes, isn't that right? All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining in on the fun today with Mr. Harley and Andre, as well as Miss Bengal Jewel. It was great being able to introduce everyone to Bestie, Xena, I was about to say Bestie again. Bestie, Xena, Miss Dahlia, and of course Riku. So thank you everyone again for tuning in today. Thank you all for giving those for the warmest TWS welcome. Oh, and little Miss Jewel has peeked out a little more on her tube. So I can't sign off just yet because it's not often that we get a glimpse of Jewel on a live post. And Jewel does like treats. So I'm just going... You want a treat, pretty lady? I know you love the treats. You let me give you treats when I'm outside of the habitat. But I understand, if you want to hang out there, I will be sure to toss you some treats once I've wrapped up the live post. Yes, I know you found the treats, Mr. Harley. Trying to stay zoomed in on Mr. Jewel while looking through some people's comments. See someone asking if our hybrids are spayed or neutered. That is correct. All of our residents are either spayed or neutered or have some type of birth control implant. Obviously, here at TWS, we do not want to be breeding any more wildcats to live a life in captivity. It's actually the last thing we would want, and so that's our responsibility to make sure that's not happening. Oh, that's so nice in there, isn't it, Miss Jewel? And I'm giving you big, slow blinks over here so you know that I love you and mean you no harm, and you know how much I appreciate you gracing us with your presence. All right, everyone. It's been nice to spend a little quiet time with Jewel. I have Andre rustling around below me, clamoring for more treats, but I think that's enough, big guy. Oh, I see Jewel is slowly getting a little more and more comfortable. Jewel is an F1 Bengal, and Jewel, which an F1 Bengal means that Jewel's parents, one was a wildcat and the other one was a domestic cat. So she is the first generation. Very indicative. Jewel has an incredibly spotted coat color. She has the kind of shorter, more robust ears with the flashes on the back, another indication of the F1. And then also too, since she is essentially 50% Wildcat, you can understand Jewel is very, very shy and timid of humans. And so this is quite the privilege to have her popping out and joining us on a live post today. I hope everyone's smiling as much as I am. And we're looking forward to catering to Riku and some of those other Bengal cats who are not as socialized as maybe Bestie would be. And that is what we do here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, is curtail and tailor their wild at heart life to suit their needs. And we've done that with Jewel, and you can see just how far it's come for a cat like her and other shy and timid cats like her. Hey, pretty lady. Oh, it's so nice to see you hanging in the sun with us. Do you know I was going to end the live post, but I couldn't since your beautiful face is out? Oh, Nadia, that's nice to say. You're smiling just as much as I am. It's been awesome to have everyone today. I do my best. It's definitely a bit of a handful when you have Andre and Harley clamoring for treats and trying to take my tether toy, so I appreciate everyone's patience as I'm trying to complete my sentences and acknowledge everyone on the post today. Lots of comments, Mr. Harley and Andre, about how spectacular you are. Same with you, Miss Jewel. All right, everyone. Jewel is going to enjoy the rest of this peaceful afternoon. Harley's going to enjoy things at his own pace up here, rolling around in little catnip. And Mr. Andre is going to enjoy the rest of his afternoon at his own pace in some shade over here. So awesome to see each three of these cats deciding to make decisions of their own, all different ways that they can enjoy themselves and be happy. And we wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you again for the warm welcome to the 4 new Bengals here at TWS. We will keep everyone updated with how they're doing. As of now, they're still in their formal quarantine period, so you can look forward to seeing more photos of them and eventually a live post. So thank you so much again, everyone. And Miss Jewel, thank you for being such a rock star and so patient with us. We really, really appreciate it. You are just as special as every other cat here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Thank you all. And for now, Mr. Harley, we'll sign off. Bye, everyone. Yeah, that's good, isn't it?